Don't come at me, won't be any problems.
This happened a few years ago, when I worked at the Mart of Walls. I had already been established there for a little over a year now, so most of my wardrobe was navy blue shirts and khaki pants. I went into a Walmart I didn't work at. I was on vacation out of state
To grab some summer gear stuff, mainly charcoal, starter fluid, s'mores stuff, that kind of thing.
This older lady basically was following me from aisle to aisle, just huffing away, but not really saying anything.
Finally, I get to the international foods aisle, which has my favorite thing in the world, khaki.
They had one box of the cookies and cream flavor left, so I grabbed it and put it in my cart.
Why don't you save that box for actual customers instead of doing shopping on the job? I hear from behind me. Excuse me, I reply, not really sure why she's coming at me.
You heard me, get back to work. You lazy bum, and stop shopping and goofing around on the clock.
I know the manager really well. I can call him over and have you fired for goofing off. I should have addressed it there that I didn't work there. But being as I'm one to try to walk away from a fight, rather than escalate one, I dismissed it and went to turn around to go the opposite way. Well, she got mad about this and took her cane to hit my cart to make a real loud noise, then started screaming bloody murder. He hit me with his cart. I want him fired and I'm gonna sue the store. The manager came running, as a couple of people in the aisle actually backed me up, saying what she did.
The store manager ran up to me and was like, "Do you even work in this store?"
No, sir, I work in South Carolina.
"Get up, Evelyn," he said, turning to the lady. "He doesn't even work in this state. In fact, I thought we banned you a few months ago for this same reason."
But I just wanted him to go back to work, she said through tears.
"He doesn't even work here. Get out of my store," the manager said as a couple of AP officers came up and escorted her out. He gave me his manager discount, on top of my 10% discount for being a Walmart associate, ringing my stuff 35% off everything.
Did that lady return? I don't know. But I did end up buying some more non-work clothing so I could avoid that in the future.
And it found out what my formatting issue was, hopefully fixed.
We're going to call the police. Sure, I'll wait. I, like so many that have passed through this sub, never fully believed these stories. Seriously, people can't be that dense. Even as a police officer, I cannot recall in my 7 years as a sworn officer coming across some people that are as dense as some of these stories. Well, today disabused me of that notation. Also, this will not be word for word, but to the best of my memory. Also, apologizes for my English. I graduated a prestigious private school in the southern U.S. and got my bachelor's in criminology, and am working on my master's at a university in the Midwest, so any mistake in my spelling or grammar is completely my fault. Background: I am a USMC vet and a police officer. Also, I am currently on admin duty because I tore my quad when I failed to properly jump a fence during a foot chase, so I am walking with a cane currently. Cast: Karen equals Karen. I am equals awesome manager. DC equals buddy cop. B equals hi, it's me. The event: I had just gotten off of my duty shift and decided that since the weather is going to be nice over my weekend, I am going to get a couple of steaks, some corn and just stuff, for a cookout with a couple of my buddies. I am looking at the steaks, comparing a cuts before I put one back. When I hear it, the mating call of the wild Karen, this is a sound that I am familiar with. But she can't seriously think that I work here. I am in a plain, logo-list white polo shirt tucked into my uniform pants, midnight blue cargo pants, and my black boots. The workers here wear black but not shirts, khaki pants, and a green apron with the store name on it. Managers tend to wear black pants but still have the apron, but with manager on the name tag. True enough, it was for me, as I had ignored her. I earned an even more stern throat clearing directed toward me, and then a shrill "excuse me." I'm an asshole, but I also think I am hilarious. This is a horrible combination when facing a Karen. It is because of this disastrous mix of character traits that I call back to her without a look. Absolutely, you are excused. The bathroom is that way, with a gesture toward the sign for the restrooms, before adding, and I am sure they have something in the pharmacy if you need more than that. Karen, That is no way to speak to a customer. You didn't even ask what I needed. No. He interrupting her, look, I don't care. I am not an employee here. I have no duty to help you. I do not look anything like a staff member here. If there is nothing else, I will be returning to my shopping. Yes, I know, I was rude. I am not going to make excuses for it. I have very little patience for these entitled morons. Karen, in full banshee shriek, I want your manager, I am going too. We going into full knife handing and see Marine, bellow out, shut your mouth. I am a customer. I don't work here, stop harassing me. The problem with going full devil dog when in public is the general public is not accustomed to the volume level a good yell from the diaphragm can produce. Also the tone of voice is very hostile. The bigger problem with going full devil dog is when you are using a cane to keep you standing, it becomes very easy for you to be toppled, and this is exactly what Karen did. Fair play, Karen, fair play. She kicked my cane out from under my hand, and I was too far forward to recover, and went down like a sack of potatoes. She then started hitting me with her purse. I have been hit harder by pillows wielded by my 6-year-old niece, and yelling about me assaulting her and needing the police. I don't know if it was 2 minutes or 30 seconds, but it wasn't that long. It just felt like it was a bit because I was embarrassed about how easily I went down and how much it hurt my leg. But it was this point that AM comes over and gets Karen off of me and helps me up. The whole time Karen is still screaming until she remembered that she had her own phone and called 911, screaming things at me like, I'm calling the police, you're in trouble now, and I didn't ask for you to rape me. What? AM looked at me as confused as I was, and I just shrugged. Do you know what is going on? Yeah, she tried to get my attention. I made a glib remark. She told me to get my manager. I dressed her down, and as I was in the middle of unloading on her, I think she kicked my cane and I went down. You saw the rest. Karen, liar, you felt me up, and then when I pushed you off of me, you hit me with that stick. And if it wasn't for the fact that I hit you with my purse, I'd be dead. At this time, I'm pretty sure the dispatcher had said something to her, as she said into the phone, yeah, he's about 6 foot, a large white man in a white polo and black pants with boots. We're at the store name and location. Yes, I think I am safe. The manager is here, but he seems to know my attacker. I think he wants to rape me too. No, Karen, no one wants to rape you. AM and I exchange looks before AM asks me. It appears she called the police. Can I ask you the wait in the store? He says to me. Me with a nod. Sure, I'll wait. It was only a couple of minutes before BC comes walking up. My last name, what is happening here? We got a call about a sexual assault. The fact that I was addressed before Karen sent her into orbit, I could see BC's eye just glaze over, and since I had trained BC when she joined the force, I knew this meant has already tuned the irate Karen out. I just looked at BC and said, take her statement, this is the manager on duty, then review the security footage. Karen being Karen starts with the, we don't need the security footage. This man sexually assaulted me, arrest him. And she also threw this gem out, you're a woman, and you know him, you must know what type of a man he is. You can be honest that he probably has assaulted you too. BC looked over to the manager and said, I think it would help more if I were to see that footage first. It was at this point that BC's partner tells the Karen that we both, Karen and I, are supposed to stay with him while BC goes with the manager. Apparently, not only did the security camera catch everything in 1080p, but it also had audio. BC returned about 5 minutes later, looked at her partner, and then pointed to Karen, arrest her for assault and making a false report. BC then got into Karen's face and said, I have been raped in the past. It is people like you that make false claims that make it so hard for us actual victims to get the help we need. And that was really the end of it. The AM helped me get the rest of my things for the grill out, and I got a nice 25% off coupon. Edit. Host, I would like to thank Hal Freezer for doing an amazing job reading this story. You can find that on his YouTube channel. Seriously, give him a like and subscribe. Second, according to my physical therapist, it does not appear Karen did anything to renew or set back my healing. As such, my lawyer has advised against a civil suit.
Check out my other incredible videos.